I don't say it is difficult before lunch. Definitely the kind of quality and the kind of topics we are touching since morning, I can only say particularly the beginning sessions and what Charu and Vijay has done, that is exactly the software, and what Anita has touched upon is the hardware part about the markets, consumerism, and me being a practitioner in the corporate and almost for 20 years into various legs of operations, sales, distribution, marketing, branding, and retail, and a lot of backward integration into villages. I created some 3-4 brands. What I'm going to take particularly in the auditorium, there are a lot of established entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and aspiring entrepreneurs. The message what I want to give and just like to share my experience. We are currently standing at a very, very interesting phase as far as the growth is concerned, as far as India competitiveness is concerned. In fact, this is one of the landmark periods we are going through. One distinct difference is the digital divide. We are going through internet, which is completely changing the complete marketplace. Completely, because the time is killed, distance is killed, everything is killed with internet. You don't need to physically do anything. That is what internet is doing to the country, or to the world, to the globe. That is one part. And as far as Indian competitiveness is concerned, in fact, the first message I want to give, particularly to all the entrepreneurs, is India is a terrific opportunity, a bundle of opportunity, and we are definitely not a liability, as we have seen. Definitely, our population of 100 crore plus is an asset today. So, what I'm going to briefly talk about is particularly the youngsters, talk about is the next practices. Because the whole industry, business, and the market scenario is going to transform into various new things, where particularly the value chains, the physical value chains are completely getting changed. There is no more supply chain, logistics, or typical sales and distribution. What we are going through now is the virtual value chains. Virtual value chains are very, very powerful. The classic example is Facebook. There are around 3,000 employees, but the kind of size Facebook, kind of company, the Google, even if you take small companies also, that is what is happening today, the virtual value chains. In virtual value chain scenario, we face a lot of opportunities, but we also face a lot of challenges, because that is where the technology part comes in. And main importantly, we need to think about the demand side, because most of the typical value chains normally operate through supply-demand mode, and we produce something, put it in a shop, and wait for the customer. But whereas with virtual value chains coming in, the time factor and the product cycle and the growth cycle and even the killing of the product cycle is also very, very short. Hence, we need to do enough research on the demand cycle, demand side, and then get into the piece. If you take sunrise sectors in India, you take as food processing, which is almost a 280 billion size today in India, and which is growing almost very, very healthy rate. And if you take pharma, if you take textiles, if you take IT, ITES, packaging, manufacturing, civil construction, all these sectors today are growing double digits. Almost 9 to 11, 12% these sectors are growing. Very, very healthy rate. And the kind of infrastructure getting created in India is mind-boggling size of infrastructure is coming in. Now coming to the consumerism space also, whether we accept or not, this reality, consumerism is there. The one reason why is we are the youngest, one of the youngest countries in the world, and next 10 years we are going to face a completely different kind of customer. Take our kids, or the youngsters, or the guys who is into final year degrees, who are going into the jobs, their food habits, their spending patterns, their aspirations, their risk-taking abilities are completely different. And we have moved from the industrial economy to knowledge economy, where once we get into the knowledge economy, the world becomes borderless, there are no barriers. Hence, what happens is, particularly when it becomes a borderless economy, when we are into a knowledge economy, so the margin structures also gets changed. So, as far as the opportunities are concerned, there are abundant opportunities in the marketplace, but we need to be very, very agile, and particularly the kind of customer we are going to face in the next 10 years is a young customer. We must prepare all the businesses, whatever sector you choose, we must prepare for that. Just see a simple example of movie going. 6-7 years back, a movie going exercise for a family used to be a 200 rupees affair, and a 25 rupees ticket, and going by auto, and mostly 200-250 rupees kind of affair. Very quietly, in 3 to 4 years, 5 years time, the movie going has become a 2,000-1,500 rupees kind of exercise, almost 250 rupees a ticket, popcorn costs 160 rupees, and we go by a car. Very quietly we have accepted this fact. We don't mind, we don't stand in the queue, we book the tickets online. So like that, various changes are coming into the market, and we must be aware of that. We can't stop them, because the core customer, the young customer base, who are going to rule next 10-15 years, are going to rule like this, and their aspirations and habits are different. And anybody getting into this kind of entrepreneurship, we must realize that, and we need to prepare the businesses to face them. And among these sectors also, very distinctly, two very, very clear segments are emerging. One is women, and second thing is youth. If you take any kind of business today, women, last 3-4 years, if you take any kind of FMCG business or any other business also, she is the decision maker, she is the shopper, and she has a brand preference. So all these kinds of things are happening. But even now in India, there are no women-specific, forget about shops, not even sections. That's an opportunity, because there is no time for the women. She's working, most of the people are working, time is a premium. So obviously there is an opportunity. These kind of niche, customized segments are emerging. Same case with the youth also. They are mostly moving towards the digital world, and everything automated. So, and even the social networking space is going to play a big role. The complete marketing, branding, dynamics are going to change through social networking. Most of the people are moving towards reaching the customer through social networking or any digital mode. So, what I would like to say is, the competitiveness of the country is pretty high, and there is absolutely no fear or anything, because this country has got all the macroeconomics or the fundamentals are getting in place. Of course, the kind of the angle, morning gentlemen and the 2-3 people touched upon are very, very disturbing. In fact, I could not even recover from that. The kind of data points what they are giving is about the street children, about all these things. That's anyway, whatever business we create, in fact, we should have that social side apart, and we need to apportion some component, and if it is beautiful, if we can make a business which can also address at least one of the social element, so that there is a work to the brain as well as to the heart also. Now, of course, whatever I am talking about here is the experience out of 20 years of various legs of the corporate life, and In fact, just 4 days back, I came out of the corporate job and became an entrepreneur and started a venture into hospitality, which is slightly going to be a different hospitality, which is going to address the budget space and the village stay, and also it is going to address the assisted stay. So there is slightly, it's a different model. Maybe next year when I meet some of you people, I could speak with some data points and some performance. And thanks a lot for the opportunity. And I wish everybody, I know there are more than 200, 300 aspiring entrepreneurs sitting in this hall. And please be confident, India is just waiting for the opportunities and the right people with the right commitment. Just go ahead. Thanks a lot.